Hello, everyone and everywhere, whoever was or will be. I am Red Runner, and today I am joined by Sayori Willow and Slayer Baba.
Hello.
Hello, chat.
And we're watching.
I hope this one goes better than the last one I was on.
We're watching Yusuke versus Ichigo, or Ichigo versus Yusuke, technically, but you know.
You're already embodying the stereotype.
I do not have any attachment to either of these characters. I've never watched either series.
You should.
You should hop on. I don't know.
Yu Yu Hakusho's I think it's on YouTube.
I mean, understood.
That's right. I watched it.
There's a lot of things I haven't watched, though. You have to understand.
Have you watched the Among Us musical?
No. But that's the entire meme, isn't it? The fact that I know a lot about a lot of series, versus wise and matchup wise and all this sort of stuff. I've only watched like 3% of the series that I know.
That's the kind of thing this community has to put you into if you want to engage with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Either way. So on that note, I don't have a ton to say on this matchup, other than the fact that Ichigo is just gonna win. Yeah.
The orange red one.
Like, you guys can elaborate on any points if you want to, but it's just... It sounds mean to say, Ichigo's kind of just better in this
It would be funny.
particular case.
It would be mad funny. It would be mad funny if you.
What are you? Better.
If Yusuke somehow pulled out a win, though, yeah, that would be funny.
Absolute banger.
Sorry, Bleach fans.
They gotta win at some point though.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
This won't impact much about the recording at all, but I feel like I might as well mention, this is also the first time that I have not watched one of the previews. I never got around to watching Yusuke's, so I haven't seen anything of his analysis yet.
That's crazy.
This is the first time in a long time that I haven't watched one of the previews. There you go. That's it. I know he got hit by a truck. I think. I don't have anything to elaborate, so if you have anything to say, feel free.
Dang, Traveler tomorrow.
Wow. I'm not really a versus head, per se. I have more of a observer, so I'm just kind of here because Yusuke Urameshi is my GOAT. Probably one of my favorite characters ever.
Yeah.
And sorry, Bleach fans, to embody the stereotype, but I'm not into Bleach currently. I want to get into it. I think Ichigo is cool. I'm sorry for setting us back 30 years by being another Yusuke Ichigo head who's only in it for Yusuke. But I hope Ichigo gets a good showing this time to
It seems like everyone's in it for Yusuke, but
That's why it's the stereotype. And I profusely apologize. Hopefully next time he shows up on their show, hopefully there will be a next time, I will be more into it and maybe I'll show up then to actually contribute, but today it's Yu Yu Hakusho day for me, and
fair enough.
Hopefully there will be a Yu Yu Hakusho day tomorrow.
I hope Rukia gets on.
What would a Rukia matchup be? Like, again, I'm just thinking, like, what other Bleach matchups are there? I know Kenpachi is a character a lot of people really like and would love to see on, but as far as genuine matchups for him, I'm not really sure. It's not up to us. It's up to these guys. And we might get it right, we might get it wrong. I don't know. Either way, let's start.
Among Us!
Yeah! Yeah! Oh.
Zero versus Metal Sonic moment?
Kurosaki versus
Whoa.
Yusuke Urameshi.
The substitute
There he is.
Shinigami of Bleach versus the spirit detective of Yu Yu Hakusho. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
Wouldn't
their
it be
weapons,
cool if we
armor,
got
and skills to find out who would
animated
win
cutaways
a death
again?
battle.
I'm not necessarily
Maybe.
holding out
Tell me,
hope for it,
Boomstick,
but it would be cool.
What happens when we
Goku.
die?
Goku.
Endless nothingness? Jeez, man, I don't know. We
Drop.
just started.
Our souls are ferried by Shinigami, gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth.
That was my second guess.
And when a soul
Rukia.
goes
Oh.
astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead, the Soul Society.
Works great till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo Kurosaki, whose tragic anime backstory came way too early.
I forgot
when his
he liked
mom
Shakespeare.
was killed by a hollow. Reason number one why you should never want your kid to be
I
the
found that
anime
so random.
protagonist.
Left with his
Yeah,
grief,
Shakespeare is a
young
very
Ichigo was
surprising one.
crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt.
So he lashed out the only way he knew how. Beating
Everybody needs their personal escape.
His wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
Boom! Just like that, Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute Shinigami. To carry out his duties, Ichigo sheds his
Would you say
body
he's
into
a-
an invisible one made
you say
of
he's a-
matter called Reishi.
he's a-
He can wield vast amounts of spiritual energy
imposter?
like Ryoku, and exert offensively
no.
in the form of
No, I
spiritual
wouldn't say
pressure,
that.
Or Reiatsu.
Okay, that's a lot of big words, but all it really
There is
means
an
he's a
imposter in Bleach. I think his name was, like-
ghost with an epic sword.
I
His
forgot, he was like a
spirit
little
orb is
lion
so
plushie.
strong, he can stun lock foes,
Okay,
crush them
interesting.
under his own
They are
power.
It takes-
distinguishing
I mean,
the
you
Viz
can- I mean, you can just say
translation from
Aizen.
the original.
Hardening
They're
his
distinguishing the
defense
Viz
and
translation
leaping
from
off
the
invisible
original,
footholds in the air.
talking about how they are
Boosting
not
skills with Shinbo,
intangible
he can virtually
to
fly.
normal
Say
people.
goodbye to the kid who beat up
Huh.
bugs for their lunch
Oh.
money, and hello to the town's new superhero with fellow Ghostbusters, Orihime,
My superhero?
Chad, and Uryu. Plus Rukia, it was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole.
While balancing responsibilities at school, of course. GPA comes first.
Yeah.
And maybe
Bread.
Or just eating an entire
Wouldn't be
loaf
possible
of
without his
bread.
Shinigami blade.
It's iconic.
It's
More people need to be
basically
doing
a
it.
Powered spirit that's physically a sword. Ghost sword.
Though strangely, Ichigo's sword is composed of two distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu.
There's two of them?
Which isn't confusing at all.
Just
Who?
got him Old Man Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double ghost sword gives Ichigo lots of new moves, including his trademark attack, the sword beam to end all sword beams. Getsuga Tensho!
Getsuga Tensho is incredibly
course.
powerful and so effective.
I hope
that
Adam
Ichigo
Park
developed
delivers
a
that one as good as he did last
as a
time.
wave, detonate at mid-attack to act
Yeah.
as a barrier, and combine two at
I
once.
think
Wonder how
we're
much
in for a
practice he's
treat.
gotten.
Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even the biggest
Whoa.
hollows down to size, Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He can make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower-than-light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early
Ah, the
on,
imposters.
Ryu moved so fast that he left
Verifiable.
his shadow behind.
But as Ichigo became more involved with the Soul Society, he quickly found that he wasn't good enough.
This Byakuya guy's so fast, Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music!
Lock in, buddy.
Now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base state, Shikai. So Ichigo learned to release its inner power, a 10 times boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master. Bankai!
In Bankai, his speed
Mhm.
skyrocketed, letting him turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he brought
Damn.
an attack that could destroy the whole friggin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest
Okay, are you ready to hear how big the Soul Society is, guys?
He mastered swordsmanship
Yay.
from French experts who had been training for centuries. He can quickly adapt to new weapons and styles mid-fight,
Well,
surpassing his limits.
there's a
If they're
wall.
even gonna bother.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash that kitty.
You mean Grimjow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with
Oh,
that
boy.
main character
Oh, no.
energy,
I don't know, makes sense to me.
pretty bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stopped Ichigo's Bankai.
that's
no.
Rude.
Ichigo needed to tap into
Not the theme
his
song.
own hollow power. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old man Zang's pretty
Mhm.
chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only
Hollow, I need you,
grew
hollow.
stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
Hollowification exceeds even Bankai, and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo, the world of hollows.
Full hollow Ichigo could even tear through all 3 layers of hell.
But with help from his secret
Layers.
father, Ichigo continued to train for months in the Dangai, a corridor between dimensions, until he was finally ready to challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin, which crushes space like a mini black hole.
Oh my god, I don't care.
Wasn't enough. So by becoming Getsuga
black
itself,
hole.
Ichigo unleashed his ultimate attack, Mugetsu, defeating Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have saved everyone, but
No
now it was
more.
back to Normieville.
Ichigo never truly realized until
he got
then
better.
just how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
And he did, thanks to a surprise assist from Rukia. Boom! Shinigami again!
Wait, did she stab
Just in
him?
time for a 1,000-year blood war with the final endgame.
Wow, Alice, he's supposed to die, huh?
Planned to end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a
Yeah.
Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's and possessed by a Hollow. Hence, his 2
Oh, shit.
Zanpakuto spirits, one Quincy, the other Hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yhwach's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within.
It's like Todoroki,
Came
it was
a new
actually pretty
Shikai
chill.
And 2 new Zanpakuto.
True Shikai! If you thought Ichigo was strong before, oh boy, he's the strongest Shinigami alive. They're dead.
Wait.
Undead? Yeah.
Stronger than Kenpachi. who could split
It doesn't
the Dangai
really
in
matter, but I just heard a
Stronger than
Star Wars
Tsunade,
motif in the
who
background
shattered
music.
across the realms. Strong enough to match Yhwach, even after he absorbed the Soul.
Wait a minute.
Juiced up with Soul King power, Yhwach could nuke all
They
of
played
Great
that
Hell,
and then mentioned
Human
Yhwach?
Soul Society,
Curious.
and Hueco Mundo, with the Dangai and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, just the Soul King's corpse sent a
How many?
shockwave across all the realms.
Oh
It's not a
boy.
matter of disrupting
Oh, boy.
the soul. Yhwach was going to end everything through sheer
Yeah.
power alone.
But Ichigo still
Yeah, if
wasn't
they're
done
like
powering up.
going
Entering a
through
new
with
half-hollow
this,
form and merging his
yeah,
Getsuga
Ichigo
Tensho
beats
with
Naruto,
mighty
doesn't
Kurosaki,
he?
The Grand Ray Sero.
Making a giant crescent slash that rips through
Quite
space
possibly.
itself.
All that power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yhwach was scared of it.
Okay, seriously, why is he pronouncing it that way? I have no idea how you pronounce his name, but that sounds
Ichigo
wrong
was
to
finally
me.
content. And
Yeah.
10 years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward.
It sounds like he's adding a
Baller.
B into the
Most
name
teenagers
somewhere.
have no idea what they want to do with their life. However,
No ad?
that was hardly
Curious.
a problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi, because he only ever wanted to do one thing.
Throw hands! It don't matter who the
Beat
ups
people
are,
to death.
be they women, old folk, or
Yep.
babies. Yusuke lived his life. Who cares about
They got the 2 important things in there, but awesome Virtua Fighter mention, gotta say.
One day he threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child, bringing that reckless life to a screeching halt.
Truck-kun
Well, that was a
claims
good
another
analysis.
victim.
But this is chapter 1 of a battle shonen, so death is hardly the end.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky skeleton. in
Also
a hood
prioritizing the manga.
to claim Yusuke's soul.
Of course.
It was a blue-haired girl on a broomstick.
This was Botan, whose job was to
He's
ferry
awesome.
Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to the afterlife.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately,
I hope you keep saying all the
was
name
such
characters
an
like that.
asshole the underworld didn't
Seems
see
like they're
his
doing
selfless
that.
death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him. Imagine being such a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell itself gets caught with its pants down.
So the underworld servant Koema offered Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally, Yusuke did what anyone would do in that situation and told Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean, he was never really
no.
good for anything and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the point of coming back to life? It's not like his mom would be sad, or his childhood sweetheart Keiko would be heartbroken, or even his rival Kuwabara would shed daily tears. Oh man.
At the sight of loved ones who cared far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability.
Lock in, buddy.
In his quest to
He got
beat the
employed.
dog shit out of demon kind, Yusuke learned to harness
Scary.
Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable. Heals from wounds quickly and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Even early on, Yusuke could use Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky.
Okay.
And with the help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature
The goat?
move that could blast anyone to smithereens.
My favorite shonen move ever, the Spirit Gun. At first, Yusuke had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blasting around as much as he wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a spirit shotgun, a mighty AoE
There's a lot of
blast, or
small
spirit
edits going
punch,
on
where
in
he
this
keeps the energy stored in
segment.
his fists and clovers the hell out of you. And the spirit wave. A
Keep
Keeping
paying
it small
attention
instead of
to this.
overdoing it this time.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to the details this
Yusuke
time.
may be a punk,
And no,
but
it's
he's
not like they're
skilled and cunning
just doing
enough.
subtle
He's
edits.
not afraid
It's
to
just
fight
there are a lot
Oh, yeah.
of small
I'm
ones.
just keeping in mind what they said, saying, and like, at least one of the editors said they were dialing it back a little bit. So.
And I can definitely see
all
that.
forms of martial combat.
Yeah.
But his best secret is how quickly he
The old edits were cool, but like, this is still good stuff, man.
Threatening his friends, and Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies, even if it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons
I love
are
tier list.
special. We're talking local threats at best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass. We're talking end of the world.
Forged bonds with new allies. like
Okay, that was
demons
kinda-
being
that was pretty
as
good
well as his
writing.
old pal Kobara, he found himself facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush their souls with sheer aura.
But Yusuke needed to survive and protect.
Glad
his
you said it and not me.
So he had no choice but to rank up, even if it meant absorbing the power of a small star. Thanks, Genkai.
Oh, shit.
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or
Oh my god,
joules per
yeah,
second.
I
Small
did it.
stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000th of that. So this spirit orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Enough to send Toguro
This is
to the
awesome.
grave.
Even after pushing past his own limits,
pretty
Yusuke
good
was
calc.
still
This is just
Or
a
leading
pretty
Toguro skin.
strong calc, I should say.
Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad. And a
Right
great
into
demonstration
Sensui, huh?
for what top tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing. He compared destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
According to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted.
There it is.
Class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past, he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them to the point where he
Are they using the
overloaded Yakumo with
movies?
his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A class at the time, a far cry from S classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out Yusuke was a demon himself.
Literally, Yusuke is
Oh.
the son of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Ryzen, the Demon King.
With his Bazoku mark, Yusuke can channel Raizen's spirit for a huge power boost and a massive thirst for murder boost. This was his first taste of a dangerous new type of spirit energy, Yoki.
A form of energy used by demons.
It's
Like
red.
normal Reiki, it can be amplified by intense emotions. Unlike normal Reiki, its use creates a pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage and bloodlust, the feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun. It's the same thing, but red.
Oh.
Horizon putting Yusuke's power firmly in S class.
And making him a prime candidate
Baller.
to rule the demon world. But as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Self-reflection? From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win. Which one of you, girl, baby, or grandparents is first?
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic
Oh,
battle,
Hiei
he was
mentioned.
still growing. He had become
Yay.
far stronger than before, even achieving a unique version of the Mozoku form separate from Raizen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like Sensui's sacred energy, but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's golden glowy.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi, creating an explosion that split the heavens above
Yeah.
and decimated the Okunin tree below.
I love the
pushing
tree.
Demon King himself
Tree.
to his absolute limits.
But then, Yusuke lost. It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He'd grown up and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's
You just didn't want it
connections with
enough.
others that motivated him above all else. And it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But I wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood or threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat your stupid ass.
Okay.
Long has its return been foretold, but now, finally, it is reborn.
The original Death
Yep.
Battle shirt that once dominated
Oh my
the world.
god.
Let's go.
Blood spatter
It's
on your
back
jeans.
again.
Or the original shirt with even better materials, and it's available now on deathbattle.gg.
Better materials. I do
Scaling
appreciate
really
that.
good for Mitch
No,
A
Return.
bunch of other merch that
I would
is
say no
also
offense,
City.
but
Don't let
the Rooster
Gucci
Teeth
get it.
store
The entire
materials,
Death
I don't know, the
including
ink would
episodes that were banned
fade
from
off
YouTube.
those so
And even
quickly.
more behind-the-scenes goodies.
I'm way more
Did you
satisfied
know
with
Gucci
the
wrote up a
current
massive
Death
blog
Battle
all about the
shirts.
science of Ash versus Yugi? Wait, I lied. They wrote up two.
Click the link below to support
Oh.
the show, look behind the scenes, and get cool.
There's
merch
two of them?
at Deathbattle.gg.
Self-sponsor.
Baller.
All
No shit.
right, the combatants
But
are
sad that I didn't get to name drop Sam Darnold.
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle.
Here goes.
That walking animation.
Oh. Yeah, it's a
Demon. That's hollow.
No doubt about it.
alrighty.
Japanese lyrics.
Awesome. One of how many?
Yep. The first.
I made the
That's not
joke.
the
I made
non-powered
the
up
joke
punch,
earlier, but
though.
this really is employing a lot of techniques I think they used in Metal Sonic Vs. Zero.
Bam.
Damn.
What?
Damn. That was not necessary.
That's how it is, man.
Chump change.
Alright.
Reckless.
I'm scared.
What a baby! Little demon energy got you scared.
Nah.
Nah.
Getsuga! Yujisho! Two at once? Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Give in to me, Yusuke. Let's devour him together.
Yummers.
Hell no! This is my fight, jackass! You just don't be back!
Oh crap. Oh my gosh.
Rude awakening. This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner?
Let's do it. Like old times.
Such different tones. Yo.
Is that the best you can do? I can go even
Yeah.
faster if you'd like. Hell yeah! Bring it on, asshole!
Hell yeah, man.
I'll kill you even if it kills me! I'm putting it all on the line! You better do the same!
Oh crap.
Screw that!
a little close to Vegeta there, buddy.
And there goes the tree. Okay.
Not the tree.
Oh.
See you on the other side.
Alright.
You think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters, starting with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem, and resist auras like Togoro's that are similar to Reiatsu, so Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the Spirit Gun could potentially
Damn.
match the Getsuga Tensho, and he had stat-boosting forms like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers, a better healing factor, greater stamina given his months of Dangai training.
And all those swords! He just had way more abilities to play with.
Likewise, speed was a fairly easy call. Yusuke could react to lightning early on, and
Man.
obviously got much faster over time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was faster
Whoa.
than light from the start, and he's gotten faster too. He couldn't even see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training
Yeah.
and power-ups.
I feel like
The Soul King Shockwave,
Ichigo
for
is a
example,
very
across the realms at
exponential
thousands
power
of times
scale.
light speed. And Ichigo
Yeah.
reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilize the same
I
power.
hate that
So,
pronunciation. It might be right for all I know.
But Yusuke's fought plenty of foes faster and more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to adapt mid-fight.
This is kinda both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt, mixing cleverness with exceptional hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Kabano, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
So both had their strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages: power.
Between Sensui, Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet. Examining his sky-splitting clash with Yomi and measuring its scale, that's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT.
I'm so
which is
nostalgic right now.
crazy.
Similarly, mid-series Ichigo could shake Huecomundo, tear through hell,
Mid-series.
and block attacks that could destroy the Soul Society. But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which is far more impressive than just one.
To be fair, Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could
Okay, so
threaten
they're
2
considering
realms at the
realms
same time. Pretty close to
planet.
Yuhabak's threatening 3.
That
And Yusuke
seems
far
like what
surpassed
they're
Yakumo
implying here.
afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not. Yuhabak was also going to destroy the Garganta.
Oh, there you go.
29 pocket dimensions.
The exact
inside.
size is unclear.
29.
Planet and star.
I see why they were not giving the number.
Plus, Ichigo matched Yuhabak in True Shikai without his additional.
They were just saying
and True Bankai.
As always with
a
battle,
non-specific amount of pocket dimensions in the pre-analysis.
Yeah.
Power and conservative with
I was going to
Ichigo.
say, I felt like
Just too big.
realms
It
would
makes
imply
Ichigo find a way.
universes
Sorry,
more often than
things got
planet,
Urameshi,
but they even
that's
admit
how
it's
Ichigo
not
goes.
The
clear.
winner is Ichigo Kurosaki.
I'm so scared. What's the next
Only got
one?
half a point.
Oh,
Metal Sonic.
I mean,
Yeah.
I recognize Metal Sonic, but I did not recognize Cell's clips. I knew that it had to be.
Yeah, I knew.
I
it
knew
was
that it
coming.
had to be Cell when I saw Metal
Everything on
Sonic,
there
though.
From Uno to Dungeons and Dragons, and a very special
Interesting.
new Blood on the Clock Tower airing right now. So come join
Ready
us
to
at the
go.
Nightly Brew. Click the
So-
thing. Peace out.
Also
Sorry to
interesting
a,
that they did
close
this
friend of
part
mine,
out of
but-
order. They did the preview and then they talked.
Yeah. Trying a new thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. Wait, hold on.
Well, that was
never
cool.
mind. I forgot we had like 10 minutes of downtime. I was like, why is this recording so long? No, that. All right. Okay. Not at all surprised.
That was cool.
I
I don't know if like.
wish I had
that's, like,
more
one
to
of my
say.
absolute favorites, but
I wish I had more to say for the matchups themselves. Like, I enjoyed that well enough. Cell vs. Metal Sonic is not necessarily one like I care that much about. And Metal Sonic just got a pretty cool appearance in the last season, so to speak. So
you will get one Metal Sonic per year starting now.
I'd be totally fine with that. Actually. I'm up for that.
This is the first, well, actually no, third overall, but Sonic vs. Dragon Ball matchup in a while is what I was going to say.
Yeah. I'd be cool if it was the last one, personally.
I'm really curious how they're going to scale them, because retroactive Dragon Ball buffs happen all the time, to the point where relatively early series Goku has scaled way higher than he has any right to by this point. So I'm genuinely curious, because I know for Metal Sonic, using Metal Overlord and Super Neo Metal, it is possible to argue him on par with, Super Form Sonic, but do you consider him on par with up-to-date Super Form Sonic? Because some people don't consider those the same power level. Some people think Super Sonic has gotten stronger over time as well.
Metal Overlord was beaten by Base Shadow recently.
Yeah.
For the record.
Well, yeah, we at the very least know their base forms have been getting stronger. And, I mean, logically, their super forms should as well. I don't know. It's weird.
I can't wait for any of those forms to look way cooler than they have in recent appearances again, because it's going to be a stark difference watching whatever they do with Metal's forms here and watching his most recent game appearance being just having him get trash knocked into him until he dies.
Again, I'm just thinking, it would be interesting if this was 3D. I'm not sure if they would, but it would be interesting if it was. Because we have not had a 3D Sonic fight just at all.
I was gonna say, it did have a rough transition, but...
It hasn't had any transition, that's the problem.
Metal Sonic is obviously probably the easiest Sonic character to animate in 3D, because he actually has stiff joints as opposed to all the noodle arms everyone else has.
Yeah.
So I could see it. Anyway.
It's an idea that works in my mind in pretty much any animation style, so I'll be curious to see when the previews come out.
Even, live action, and, I'm kidding.
I mean...
They just dress someone up in a Cell costume and they steal Paramount's Metal Sonic model.
Actually, that would be interesting.
Okay. Well, if you guys like this video, you can like. If you didn't, dislike. But either way, we'll see you in the next video.
See ya!
Congrats, Bleach fans. We know you all really wanted to win, and fortunately, this was it.
Yeah.